we're going to keep moving forward and we're going to finish up our talk of different types of genetics with human blood types and sex-linked traits. So in humans, there are 3 different alleles for your blood type. There's an A allele, a B allele, and an O allele. Okay, so there's 3 different versions of genes for blood in humans, A, B, and O. Okay, A and B are codominant. They are both equally as strong as one another, and codominant means that you see both of them at the same time in the heterozygote. Now, O is recessive to both A and B. So O is recessive, and A and B are codominant. Okay, so if you have type A blood, there are 2 options for your genotype. You can be AO, because O is recessive to A. So if you have an A and an O, you're just type A because the A is dominant to O. Or you could be homozygous type A and be AA. Okay? So remember, genotype is your genes, phenotype is the description. Okay? So your phenotype could be type B blood, and there's 2 options. You could be heterozygous BO, because O is recessive to B, or homozygous BB. You can have a phenotype of type AB, which means that your genotype is AB. Okay? There's only one way to be type AB, and that's to have an A gene and a B gene. Because they're codominant, you have A blood and B blood in you at the same time. Now, to be type O, there's only one way you can beat it because it's recessive, and that's to be OO. Okay? Now, you'll notice here the way that these are written, they have the letter I with a superscript of the gene. Okay, this is the common way to write blood types. I don't know why they do it. I've asked my college professors, and they just said this is the accepted method. On your worksheets, you can just write the letters. You can just write AA, AO, BO, and I'm totally fine with that, and I'm not going to take away points. But I wanted you to see it written this way, just in case you saw it this way in the future on a test. Okay? So just make sure that you can recognize if you see the letter I's with superscripts that you know, oh, these are just blood types, and those I's aren't important. What's important is the genes associated with them. Now, 2 of these blood types are really special. Type AB and type O are both really special. Type AB is special because it is known as the universal receiver. If you have type AB blood, you're pretty lucky because if you need a blood transfusion, you can take blood from anybody. Since you have type A blood in you, you can take type A blood. You can take type B blood too because you also have type B in you. You can also take AB. You can even take O. Since O is recessive, it won't interact with the other blood types. Okay, so that leads us to type O. Type O blood is special because it's known as the universal donor. People who have type O blood can give their blood to anybody else. Since it's recessive, it doesn't interact with the other blood types. So type O blood, it's really good for you to be a blood donor because people need it, and it's also pretty rare. But if you're type O, you got to be careful because you can only get type O. You can't get any other type of blood. Okay? Now, if you get the wrong type of blood during a blood transfusion, you could die because it causes an interaction because your body doesn't recognize it as belonging to you. And so your body attacks it and the blood clots in your veins. Okay? So remember, type AB, universal receiver, can get blood from any of the types. Type O, universal donor, can give to any of the types. Okay? So let's do a Punnett square and see how this works. So our Punnett squares are going to work the exact same way. One parent on top. So here we have a heterozygous type A, meaning genotype A, O. And the other parent was heterozygous type B, B, O. Now, you do the Punnett square the same way, straight down, straight across, keeping them in alphabetical order, okay? So this baby is type A, B. This baby is type B. They're heterozygous B. This baby is type A, and this baby is type O. So two parents who are heterozygous for type A and type B can have a baby with literally any blood type, okay? Now, on your worksheets, when I ask for the phenotype, you must write type A, type B. That is the phenotype, okay? You don't write type AO or type AA. No, just type A. Just type B, okay? You don't write BO and BB for the phenotype. You just write type and then the specific letter, okay? The only one that should have two letters there is type AB because they literally are both, okay? If you need any